On the surface, Emergency Response Liberty County is one of the most successful roleplay games on Roblox. For years, the community thrived under a standard, predictable cycle of updates. But behind the scenes, a quiet corporate takeover was taking place. If you ask the average player about the game's developer, Sam, better known online as Crywink, they might tell you about a lighthearted creator, a guy whose biggest controversies involve falling asleep during a Roblox live interview or doing some mild trolling in his own video game. But recently, a series of disturbing leaks have completely shattered that persona. Multiple sources across YouTube are now claiming that Crywink's rise to absolute control over the game is directly tied to the sudden, unexplained disappearance of its original creator, Mr. Fergie. While the public testimonies from people who knew Sam vary, they all point to a pattern of highly erratic, deeply ambitious behavior. His former high school teacher, Bridget Smith, recalled him borrowing high-end computer hardware and purposely never returning it. A former neighbor claimed he would regularly mow exactly half his lawn, stare into space for 20 minutes, and then continue as if nothing happened. Even his mock driving test failed because he repeatedly thanked the GPS. While these stories sound like harmless internet eccentrics, they paint a picture of a man who's entirely disconnected from normal boundaries. And as it turns out, this was just the prelude to a much larger corporate conspiracy. The tension began when leaked Discord logs exposed a massive ideological rift between the game's two leaders. Mr. Fergie wanted to keep the project grounded, reminding Sam that he built the game nearly a decade ago, and pushing it into a massive, aggressive corporate direction was too much. In one leaked message, Mr. Fergie explicitly warned him that they were running a game studio, not a military defense company. But Crywink had a different vision. When developers like Lost Infinity asked for a larger share of Robux for their hard work, Sam's response was always cold, stating that they weren't running a charity and threatening that if they pushed further, they would end up like another redacted developer who hadn't logged on in months. The leaks quickly took a darker turn. Redacted messages show an associate warning Sam that they couldn't release a major update without Mr. Fergie's approval, prompting Sam to reply to that, saying he would get rid of him. In the same thread, an accomplice offered the use of a high-end firearm from Texas. Shortly after, Sam boasted that Sean was lucky to be alive after stepping out of line, and openly discussed diluting his group shares down to a fraction of a percent. The motivation was pure profit. Sam began looking for ways to lure younger players into spending more money, complaining that the standard map editor simply wasn't generating enough revenue, as well as the other in-game game passes. To pull off a transition at this scale, Crywink allegedly moved away from standard Roblox analytics and integrated highly sophisticated real-world technology. Intercepted HTTP requests from the bot Circle Premium tied directly to Palantir, a massive data analytics and defense contractor. Network telemetry reports tracking Sam's digital footprint showed automated data pipelines actively routing encrypted packets out of the game's ecosystem.
Hello, my name is Kim, and I'm a data analyst here at Palantir. Our goal with the calibration was to introduce flock safety cameras into the game, which would help the developers track players and make better business decisions.
While players assumed that the new license plate readers and street cameras were just immersive assets for police roleplay, the leaks suggest that they were actually designed to track player movements, analyze behavior, and optimize hyper-targeted lucrative sales tactics to improve in-game purchases. Worse still, the Palantir connection hinted at the use of advanced visual drone navigation technology, with leak tracking interfaces showing Mr. Fergie's real-world profile targeted across geographic maps. The conspiracy officially crossed from digital corporate drama into real-world news when major outlets began reporting that the Roblox creator had gone missing. For years, Mr. Fergie was the most recognizable face in the community. His presence at development announcements and community discussions was constant, until suddenly, it wasn't. While ordinary creators announced breaks or step away gracefully, Mr. Fergie vanished without a farewell. The development of the game continued seamlessly. Updates were still being teased, and moderation remained active. But the creator himself was completely gone. The final piece of the puzzle came from one last leaked message from Crywink, sent just after the disappearance. It simply read, "It's good we got rid of him. Now we just need to release a summer update. We might need to delay it though." Emergency Response Liberty County remains a powerhouse on the platform, pulling in thousands of players daily. But the community is left to wonder if the game they're playing is still just a harmless hobby or the product of a ruthless corporate coup. Thank you for watching.